Hey guys!
That is my line.
Good morning.
Everybody's always trying to steal my line. All right, so this is... have you been watching us this whole time? We've just been silent? Is that
No, I went back to the title screen.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame.
You're welcome.
All righty.
Welcome back to the Liz Show.
That's right. That's my show.
Clayton.
This is my special guest, Clayton. We're going to watch him make a bag, and we're going to see how he does. Because every time we do one of these, he's like, okay, like Friday of the week before, he's like, okay, I'm going to make one of these first. And then it literally never happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have confidence in this guy. He's pretty crafty.
I've pulled through in the past.
Yeah, it's been all right. So what are we going to do today, Clayton?
So this is another one of those projects, kind of like last time. I think I was here, I did the shave roll. So
Yeah.
this is one of those things I came up with, like, I don't know, I did this bag 4 or 5 years ago.
Probably. This one right here.
Yeah, and I made this one, and it turned out pretty cool. And we were like, yeah, we should do a pattern on that, and we never did anything with it.
No.
So we're finally getting around to doing a pattern on it, and then we're going to do some live instructions for you guys here today on how to build this bag.
Yeah.
It's the Explorer's backpack.
Is the Explorer, like plural, like mini Explorers?
Explorer backpack.
Okay, so just a singular.
Yeah.
Lone expedition situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. I like a good lone expedition.
It's not going to hold much more than, enough stuff for one person. So it's a pretty simple bag overall.
But you could also probably kill a grizzly bear with this thing, because
absolutely.
it is stout.
Just about bulletproof.
Yeah.
So it's a super simple bag, very simple construction. It's really not hard. It's just, it looks pretty nice because it's got some decent proportions and some good finish work. If you put your time into doing some nice clean edges.
You want to go up top there, Anthony?
Yeah, right there.
Do
Cool,
a nice
thanks.
lining.
So we've got...
It's kind of neat. It's only 2 pockets. There is an interior zippered pocket, which is optional in the pattern, of course.
got a couple little accessories in here that come with the bag.
There's a couple of accessories that I made with it to kind of fill out the line, I guess.
You've got this zipper in here.
Pattern, you say?
Pattern.
There is a pattern.
It will be available for printing
For download.
and for download after this bag is complete.
So
like after Friday.
Yeah.
Because this is probably going to be a 2-parter.
Yep.
So I've gone through over the last week, I made sure and drop the pattern in Illustrator, got all my parts labeled, wrote the instructions, and got you guys a material list. So Harley's going to work her magic and fill that out and make it pretty, and
Do some stuff.
we'll have it ready for sale.
Awesome. So after Friday, this will be available for sale. Okay, well, let's get going.
Awesome. All right, so where do we start first? I think we start with assembling the back panel. Is that correct?
Instruction number 1 is trace and cut out pattern, which I believe we've already done.
We've already done that. We traced and cut our pattern out without a Bontex. I'll show you guys. There's a few places on here where you'll actually punch. I use a square punch just for marking holes to make sure these aren't going to be punched through. These are just for magnet placement for your closure magnets. And then you got the same kind of thing for your back panel straps. Oh, this table's not locked down. I need to put the brakes on here, guys.
Well, you got long legs.
If you step on that brake thing, then it stops it from moving.
There we go.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I used some square punches to mark placement for our backstrap tabs, that kind of thing. The patterns, I try to make it pretty self-explanatory. It really shouldn't be too hard to follow, hopefully. So we already traced and cut out our pieces. I used our natural harness, item number
860-70601. And you've split it down to many different thicknesses.
I did. So the only piece that's actually full weight at this point is going to be our main back panel. So this is the back panel and flap. You can see where I've got my rivet holes punched for my top handle, and then my markings for the backstrap tab placement. And I went ahead and did a nice racing stripe style decorative stitch right up the middle.
What's your favorite thing to do?
It's one of my favorites. It looks good, right?
No, I like it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if
Adds
it's my
little
favorite thing, but
interest.
absolutely. So this is going to stand upright and form the main body of our bag. Leaving it 8 to 10 ounces is going to give it quite a bit of structure and make it a nice heavy-duty bag.
Yeah, and this natural harness is really great. It's going to be great for our Explorer because it's nice and waxy and it's going to repel all the water.
Absolutely.
So,
and then I went ahead and I'm doing the optional liner on this. Now I only give instructions in the pattern on when to install the liner if you want one, but I don't include it in the pattern. So really is basically, it's just the general shape of your back panel, and I haven't trimmed this to size yet. Basically, once I glue this down, I'll trim the bottom off, and then the top of it actually stops short of the flap. And you guys will see where that comes in later. And then I went ahead and installed the zipper with a fail cloth pocket on the back. And so we'll show you where that comes in here in a bit. So right now, I think we're going to go ahead and get the backstrap tab sewn on before we put our liner down.
Which are these guys?
Yes.
Cool.
So we're going to install them on our square rings. These are listed as 1 3/8 gold square rings. Item number 11515773.
That's what I've got.
Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll get our glue out. I got you a glue bottle over there, Liz.
Thanks, Clayton.
You're welcome.
I love gluing things.
And so we're just going to double these tabs over. I've already beveled, burnished, and then drawn a little stitch line X on them that I'll be able to follow.
So just fold it over and glue it?
Yep.
Cool.
Do you need any paper to glue on?
So that we don't get your table dirty, is that what you're saying?
You could grab
I'm on
us.
the floor underneath you, Clayton.
Yeah, but it's real rolly.
I don't know.
Maybe just like a piece of paper.
What if I just promise I'll try really hard not to get your table dirty?
Didn't you spill glue on the table one time?
Yeah, but we're not going to do that today.
I don't remember that. Prove it.
It was probably Denny.
I probably think we have a video for it.
Yeah, actually, I think that was totally, I was here for that. And then I decided to put a paper towel on it. Ah! Look at that.
You did.
And the paper towel did not make it any better.
No, it didn't.
Just let guys, if you spill glue on your table, just let it dry and then it peels right up. If you put a paper towel on it, then it just glues the paper towel to the table and makes it much more difficult.
How would you know how difficult it was? Because I cleaned it
Yeah, I didn't clean it up, but I heard about it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll that clip now.
Of her putting the paper towel on?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Let those dry out a little bit.
Yeah, I just spilled a little glue here. Be careful. Here, I'll see if I can get that off.
Since I'm doing the optional liner on this main back panel, I haven't beveled or burnished any of the edges yet because I'm going to bind these back edges.
You're going to make me do that, aren't you?
Bind the edges?
Oh, so we don't have to bevel or burnish.
We don't have to bevel or burnish. I think I've got.
Cool.
I think we got everything beveled and burnished this time.
When you say the panel, the back panel, the rear panel is full weight, that's full weight of what the natural harness comes from.
Correct.
The 8 to 10 ounce.
8 to 10 ounce. The rest of these parts, I'll kind of tell you what weights I split them to as we go through. And the weights on these parts, obviously they would change a little bit depending on the temper of leather that you're using. This is a pretty firm hand leather.
Yeah.
For sure.
We need some silicone sheets. They are awesome for applying glue.
Like baking sheets? I have silicone baking sheets at home.
I do too, but mine are in cupcake shape.
That's a pretty good idea.
I have the flat ones that like have like measurements on them so that you can make your dough precise sizes.
If you can imagine that I have cupcake forms.
I would never have imagined that Tony would have cupcake
Glue is
forms.
not nearly tacky enough.
I know. It's I was gonna get this, but then it seemed
actually
like it was difficult.
This piece of natural harness that we picked out, it's got, I don't know if you guys can see like on this liner, it's got so much wax on it. It's actually just got wax sitting on top of it. So this might give us some challenges in gluing today.
It's like the old world Herman Oak harness leather that's like when you bend it, the wax just comes out.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Just make sure you don't unplug the camera. What are you doing down there?
Well, I tried to plug in my hair dryer.
Didn't quite get your hair done one this morning? Looks pretty good.
We might try a different adhesive in a bit.
What?
So we might try a different adhesive here in a bit if we keep having trouble.
I do have some Rhinea over here, if you're
Yeah.
interested.
By over here, you mean way over here.
Aqua Limlet might be good. Alright. You got an applicator?
I
don't know where the silicone thing is. I usually just use mine that's in here, but oh wait, I brought my my leather project in, which means I have my silicone applicator.
Is that
Be
right?
careful though, the tip comes off.
Okay. I'll take it.
there used to be one in here.
You get too aggressive with the tip, it just comes right off.
Off to a great start.
Yeah, watching glue dry, guys. It's going to be a good day.
Best tutorial video ever. Step 1, apply glue. Step 2, watch it dry.
Alright, we'll use some basting tape to stick these down. There it is.
Mine? Oh,
Stick it out of the bag and we'll stitch it on.
okay. This is great leather, though.
So the
It
Pony
is.
Express leather would not be a good option for this project. A little bit thin. I guess you could line the back of it,
I mean,
double it up.
it just really depends on how much structure you want your bag to have. This bag in particular is designed to have a fairly thick and firm, at least the back panel and flap, in order to keep it standing up, and maybe this front panel over here.
Yeah. Clayton, what would make you decide that you would want to reinforce your straps, say with nylon webbing? I've only done it one time, and it was when I was making a strap for a trick saddle. But when would you do it?
So if I'm making a bag that's going to support quite a bit of weight, or if I'm wanting to use a certain leather that's going to be extremely stretchy, thin, then I would look at reinforcing it with webbing. So like duffel bags, I've done it on some duffel bag straps because you can put a lot of weight in those.
Yeah.
I've done webbing straps for some backpacks, but with this one we're using the 8 to 10 ounce harness for the straps. It's not going to break or stretch or...
Yeah, for that trick saddle that I did, it was chap leather, and it was supporting a whole person.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So in that case, you would definitely want to...
Yeah, I didn't trust just the chap to support a person hanging off a horse. Of course.
All right, these are going to be some fun little stitches.
I have faith in you. We've got our class 3 in the house today, so we stepped up from the 26 because this leather is pretty stout and heavy.
It's pretty...
Yeah.
Just have to go in reverse here.
Ooh, this is going to be some fancy stitching.
I can pull it off.
What foot do you have on the machine?
This is just... I always forget to change this foot because I don't think we sell this foot. I don't know that it's available. It's like a L-shaped foot. You know what I'm talking about. We've covered this before. It's like the 1 foot that we have for our heavy stitchers that we love to use, but we can't get it. It's not available anywhere. Alright, well that wasn't all terrible, but definitely marred up some of my leather a little bit with my presser foot. I might actually change that out for
The rest of them?
the rest of them, yeah. See if we can find a foot that won't cut into the edge of my leather.
If you really wanted to and you didn't want to sew them, you could just put these on maybe with some rivet and burrs.
Yeah. If you really wanted to.
If you really wanted to, that would be much easier than this. Or hand sewing, actually. I feel like just a good hand sewn X would probably be
Get some
not so terrible.
Sorry, Tony, I'm going to move this for a second.
That's good. I would just zoomed in on the back. Are you moving it there permanently?
No.
Or are you just putting a foot on?
I'm just putting the foot on.
Just want me to put like 2 rows of tape?
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I can watch you change your foot. I don't know what we're looking at. Oh yeah, we see you.
We see ya.
Nope, Michael, there shouldn't be any changes if you were going to hand sew this bag.
Nope, it would all go together very similarly.
If you can plug your hands in and it makes them sew faster, I guess you could do that. Christina says she thinks that hand sewing seems easier to figure out than a sewing machine.
It is only like 2 tools.
Yeah, it definitely keeps it from getting too complicated. But
Yeah.
not
Luna
quite
is
as
not in
fast.
here today.
Where is Luna?
She's locked in the office.
Oh,
She was being grumpy pants at Rose.
Yeah. Andy just wanted to go to the bathroom and she didn't like Rose being in the hallway. Rose is another dog. You guys, I think, have met her a couple times. Luna likes to bite her nose. I'm not really sure what went wrong with their friendship, but they don't have one. Clayton.
just turn down your phone, Liz.
Every time.
Yeah, that was a little easier with that foot.
With the teeny presser foot?
Mm-hmm. They could fall back in the same holes, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Yep, you took.
Here you go. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Just fire. Oops.
Great
Okay.
thinking, Clayton.
Yep. Now where did I mark these? Yes, these are at the top.
Oh, Liz, just so you know, Tori has gotten her package of leather from live shopping. And
Yeah.
the leather, what holds me together, she's like, is awesome. In all caps,
I'm glad that you like it, and please show us what you do with it.
right?
Because while we didn't not like it, it was weird, and we didn't really know what our feelings were about it.
Very eccentric.
Yeah.
That's probably the only piece of leather ever been produced like that. Maybe.
Probably the other half of the cow.
Sure. But,
Michael Seeger asks from Facebook, Liz, no
Michael.
cabochons listed today or last week? Are they being listed somewhere else? Well, when we were putting on 12 of them a week,
yeah, so it kind of seemed like we had kind of
saturated the market.
petered out our cab people. The last couple of weeks we only sold maybe a handful of each of them, so we have decided to do it just once a month. So everybody that has been looking at cabs and wants to purchase, we will be posting those the first Wednesday of every month, just kind of from here on out. And we'll see how that goes. We might do every other week at some point or something, but
We'll see how it goes. I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes, and we got that way with live shopping, like we keep on spending the same people's money,
yeah.
and then you feel like you have to keep buying because we put it up there.
Yeah. So we're not done. We're just giving everybody a little bit of time.
Right.
Just, it takes a little bit of time on this end, so we want to make the most of it. Did you have fun?
Not the prettiest sewing I've ever done.
I've done uglier.
Nothing a little hammer won't help.
Brenda says live shopping is an addiction.
Well, we appreciate all of you guys that join us. And share with your friends.
I think it is for us. I miss, like when we don't go over and we look through our crates of leather, I miss it that week. So I think it's an addiction both ways.
We have a good time. We like to shop just as much as you guys do, but we just don't make anything. So this is our chance just to find all of the cool leathers and offer them to you guys.
Don't get me wrong, we still like pull leather and we.
Oh, we have our piles.
We have piles over here behind my desk that we're
I
like,
got a
oh, that'd be
tote
great
full.
for that. Oh, that'd be great for
Yeah.
that. And then we have Clayton come make a bag
Yeah.
of a different leather.
Someday you guys will clean out your hoard and offer it for sale.
No.
Nope.
We did that to your pile of leather one time.
Yeah.
Very early on. And Rusty's pile of leather.
The R&D hoard.
That was Andrew.
Yeah, but we get to make those decisions, and we choose to not sell our leather.
Yeah. So your leather and Rusty's leather. I do remember that day when Rusty came in. He was one that he had come and done live shopping. And he goes, "This looks like everything that was in the conference room of mine."
Yep.
Oh yeah. So about that, Rusty.
Whoops.
Everybody enjoyed that day.
It was a good day.
Yeah. Watching him cry as he sold his own leather. And Brenda says she wants to come see our
Struggling
stash.
today.
It moves pretty quickly. Oh, we could bring, like, I could bring my bucket of leather in here, and you guys could look at my leather, but I'm not selling it to you.
Oh my gosh, you said that piece of purple that you had,
Yeah.
people would swoon over.
Oh yeah, I have this
Plus it
like,
has my initials on it.
purple. Oh, it does. It's the purple latigo that we made my duffel bag out of.
Oh, yeah.
I had started this duffel bag forever ago, and I just never finished it. And finally, I brought all the pieces to Clayton, and I was like, "Can you please finish this for me? Because I'm never going to get there. Because it needed to be machine sewn. I wasn't about to hand sew that thing." And so he did. He finished it for me. So now it has like. It's a patent. So the main body of the duffel bag, which is our duffel bag pattern, it is like a patent. So like the snake print is the patent, but then it has like lizard print. Like the visual print is lizard, and it's like this green, blue, like oil spot looking stuff. It was the wildest leather I've ever seen, and then I used this purple latigo for the ends, which was a lot of fun.
Hey Clayton, a quick question about the X's that we're doing on. David asked, is there a structural difference into the X pattern as opposed to
Like a box.
going a perimeter or adding the box on there?
No, not much. I mean, honestly, all of your tension in this situation, whenever these rings are being pulled this way, all of your tension is going to be on that first row of stitching right there. And so you really just want to, if you're going to stitch perpendicularly across your stress point, you just want to make sure your stitch length is long enough to where it's not going to perforate it too much and eventually tear out. But no, I mean, there's not a huge structural difference between doing an X or just a perimeter stitch. I don't think so. I just kind of like the way the X looks. At least not in this scenario, there's not a big difference.
How much trouble do you think the 26 would have with it? I think it'd probably do it.
Yeah, it would do it. That would do it. The 3 just kind of bowls through it a little easier. And I'm going to use a hammer and just kind of close up some of these stitch holes. Flatten it out a little bit. Oh, some of those are a little rough.
Josh Best, who I think was alive, the first timer last week, said his package is supposed to arrive, what do you say, today.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Hopefully
awesome.
they'll do an unboxing for it on the Springfield Leather or something.
All right.
Alrighty. So next.
I think we're going to go ahead and do the liner, yeah? Is that what I wrote next? This is a good time to test my
Yeah.
instructions.
Adhere optional interior lining onto main body back panel.
Awesome. Okay, so our interior lining, we're going to glue the top half down.
Should stop 3.5
Above the
inches
zipper.
short of the end.
Yes. So we're going to glue it down this entire portion right here to the lining, and then the lower portion, since we do have a pocket under here, we're only going to do about a 3/4 inch perimeter all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 3.5 inches down from the end so we know where to stop. There we go. And so we're going to line that up whenever we go to stick it down. And that is because we will have a leather liner that will house the magnetic closures that will overlap right here. And so one thing that you could do if you wanted is go ahead and stitch that down. I'm not going to worry about it. I adhered that one really well last time and hadn't had any problems. So we should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not sewn down here, but everything's okay. We are using a really fun lambskin that has this flannel on one side of it.
Yeah.
So this is a unique piece. Well, there was two of them. There's one on this bag, and now there's one on this bag. And that's the only one. So don't ask for that. But line it with some sort of fun, cool thing that you found.
And so I made a mark here where the top of my zipper is, so I know where to stop gluing that solid liner down. And we'll start a perimeter glue right here.
All right.
What material is the pocket made from? Josh is asking.
I think that's some of our, it's like a silver colored fail cloth.
The smoke.
Smoke? Is that what it's called?
I think so. Yeah, so that's fail cloth. Let's just, there's that. And then you've got, sorry, the zipper.
What do they call that?
Oh.
Tent making fabric, or the fabric that's over the lights we have up above. What do they call that?
I bought that. What was that called?
I know I asked for it to be bought, and I don't even remember what it's called now. Looks like what you would make a tent out of.
Yeah.
I bet you that'd work good for pockets. Plus it comes in an array of colors.
This is just like a
fail cloth
nylon
cover.
ripstop.
There you go, ripstop.
Yeah. That's it.
Good job, Clayton.
Yeah, man, that would be great pockets.
Wow, that's the end of the video.
Good thinking, Tony. If you want to start spreading some glue on the liner, you can.
Yeah.
I'd leave you just standing there.
Okay, so this, I need to glue this down.
Yep.
Okay. This panel kind of throws me up because I feel like the pocket should go this way, up this side, but it doesn't. It goes this way, and it's just confusing. Oh, this is going to take me forever because this one has the teeny brush.
That's all right. I'm almost done.
Okay.
You can probably spread it on with that silicone.
All right.
But I still got to get it out of the container. And
Spread. I'm gonna go ahead and spread glue up the rest of the panel since we're doing that lining on there anyway. Shouldn't be an issue. We're gonna need
Clayton,
glue on
those
here.
keepers on the back, do you think you could, I don't know how you would do this, but bleed knot instead of sewing? You know how you bleed knot it.
for the strap tabs?
Yeah, just like you would a concho on a saddle or something. You could. I don't know how strong it would be over time.
That's what he was saying, like a concho and then bleed knot it on there instead. Michael hand sews everything.
Right.
I would rivet it before I bleed knot it.
Yeah.
I know.
We'll get there, Holly.
Okay.
Slow your roll.
Thanks. Let's be a lot faster. You do have your glue nice and thin though today. It's a good consistency.
Yep. All right, looks like so I've got a couple markers on here that were marked for the magnets. Looks like they were marked on the front and not the back like they should have been. But you know what? That's okay. We're gonna roll with it. Just gonna have a couple of weird looking squares there. So let me grab my pattern for this piece. You can see where the magnet placement is supposed to go on the pattern. And these will get marked on the back.
Do you want me to glue all the way to the edge of this panel? Like over the lines?
Yeah. Okay. If you would, please.
I sure can.
Hey Rob, nice to have you in for a live again.
Hi, Rob.
So Christina said she called in and talked to Ashley on the phone to give her the footprint of the Cobra Skyver.
Mm-hmm.
She was super helpful. She went to go measure her space. Fortunately, she's gonna have to kick her husband out.
Aw, that's all right.
Oh no.
You'll be fine.
What a bummer.
What will you ever do?
This is why my husband and I don't have children, so that we can each have our own room.
Yeah. Turns out that you're also running out of room there.
Yeah, well, just waiting on those neighbors, guys. Just still waiting on those neighbors.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I know. All right, and then should I glue the should I glue here?
Correct.
Okay.
Live shopping is addictive. Did everybody bring something to drink? Like a coffee or water?
I've still got a little bit of coffee left.
Okay.
We're out of our regular coffee upstairs in the break room though. And
Well, while
There was
our glue
something.
dries, we can just take a sip.
is it that maple bacon coffee?
No, it was regular.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I.
Actually stopped and got coffee this morning.
At the old dancing meal.
The Dancing Mule.
Yeah, if you guys are
Stop
ever
by
in
for a
town.
flying squirrel.
Just right down the street when you come in to SLC for your visit.
Just go support the
The
mule.
doors aren't quite open yet. Just run down the Dancing Mule, get yourself a cup of coffee.
Yeah, sit there. They got a nice atmosphere. They got nice
Sip and
peeps.
wait. The old sip and wait. I don't know if it's a thing, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
something all the new kids are saying. That's what Grace told me.
What?
I didn't say such things.
Your friends don't.
Is that good?
It's okay.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully these are going to stick well.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Liz, did you get you a drink?
No, sir, but I am done gluing now, so I will participate in the beverage consuming.
There you go, Idaho cowgirl.
Something's off about this too. It's not getting tacky like it should.
I've never had a glue problem before.
Not on camera.
That was so right in.
This doesn't seem right. It's just nothing.
This might be an interesting day, guys.
Yeah, I'm pretty skeptical of our adhesive that we chose here. So like many of you, or mainly just one of you out there ask every time, we're using Van Grip that we normally get in our shop, and it is just not acting like it usually does. There is just like hardly anything to it right now.
Should we do another coat?
Yeah, we can try another coat, but honestly, I don't know that this batch was the best batch. Because it just, oh my gosh. There's nothing. This could be really disappointing. We'll try another coat.
Okay, here we go. Here.
Give it a shot.
Take two.
Where did
We
Andy
have
get this glue?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we got that pig suede.
Yeah, but we sell purple suede. That's a regular, our chap suedes.
Oh yeah,
That's the
you're
color.
right, the split seating or whatever.
I'll try and find it on the web and link it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Holly.
Nope.
Not Molly. Yeah, that's a whole regular thing, guys. We don't have to find you something special. You can just buy that all the
I mean,
time.
I do also have special things that are in purple color, that are pig suede.
Yeah, but they're little, so it depends on what you're making. I mean, it's kind of tacky-ish. Just not tacky enough for Clayton.
It is not tacky like it should be.
I'm not impressed with your tacky.
We have gotten bad batches of adhesives before.
Is this a new? Do you know if it's
I
a
have
fresh?
no idea. I did not fill these up.
It's the same group.
I bet Andy and Ryan are playing a prank on us.
They wouldn't do.
You don't think so?
Did you use barge over the top of the van grip?
I don't know. I've never had to try that. I mean, you probably could. They're very similar adhesives.
Deborah says that she loves your blouse today, Liz.
Thanks, Deborah. I like it too. This is like my favorite color. This is the color that I am currently painting my bathroom and my bedroom. And there was like this 1 year at Express 2 years ago where this is the color that they made everything in. And I think I bought everything that they made in this color. That's a good one. It was a good year.
What's the class 4 situation look like?
We have, I think I saw an invoice, we have 4 class 4s coming. I don't know how many we have on, like, y'all out there have ordered.
Yeah.
They're slowly, they're getting in containers as quickly as they can get containers in, and then they're sending us stuff. Unfortunately, they'll get a container in, and then they'll send it all out, and then they have to wait for their next one, and it's just kind of we try to estimate times, but there's literally no way that we can estimate. It might be like you might get on the list right before they get a shipment and then we're able to send them all out, or you might get on the list right after we've gotten in everything that we're going to get in for the next 2 months, and then you have to wait until they get in their next shipment. So it's just a difficult thing to estimate. Did you get all this glued? You did. So just bear with us, guys, and bear with Leather Machine, and bear with the world as we try to move freight through it. I don't know. That's what I got.
Hey, Travis, did we ever, have you got any trading cards from us?
Did we send you something? You sent us some beautiful ones.
Yeah, he did. I think we
Alright.
were just enamored by them that we didn't send anything back.
Well, I think, Tony, you might have been gone when they came in, and then you're
is
usually
right.
the person that takes care of it. Like, we look at everything together, but then Tony is the follow-through guy on that one.
Clayton is sniffing the glue. He just couldn't get enough of the smell in the room.
Dude, it's weird. It's acting really weird today. Like, I don't know if he thinned it with something weird.
Was it the same group of
Just
guys
doesn't smell quite right.
that drew the squares on the front of the piece instead of
Same
on the back?
guys.
It would have
Yeah.
been.
The same guys.
I
This
could
is
see
what
how
you
those
get
guys
for
could mess something up.
letting somebody else prep you for your video. I can't lie, they were a lot of help. They did cut out most of these parts for me and beveled and burnished. And
They're good peeps back there. That's good people. We're
yeah,
still
no,
gonna
they
give
did a
them hard
great
time.
job.
For every pat on the back, there will also be a finger waggle.
They did a great job. I'm just having a hard time today. I'm going to start assembling the handle.
It's probably because you realize you overbooked yourself tomorrow, and your subconscious is.
Scrambling for excuses. No, I've actually probably had too much caffeine today. That is definitely playing into it. Alright, so I'm going to mark the center. The top handle is comprised of 3 pieces, right? You've got your main top handle, or the main body. You've got a small reinforcement strap, basically to thicken up the handle where your hand will actually grab onto it, and then you'll cut, I believe it's a 2 1/4 inch wide strip that is thinned down to about, as thin as you can get it, about 2 ounce is what I have this one at. This one's about 6'7" and 6'7". So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this center portion on there, and then we're going to wrap around this handle.
Why don't you try this time? See how that goes.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. I think I'm going to make a mess with this. We'll see.
Here's my glue covered paper if you're interested.
Thank you. So this Rinnia is usually pretty good stuff, and it's made to be spread very thin. I'm going to go all the way to the edge. This stuff.
315 adhesive. Rinnia.
Rinnia 350.
Water base.
Aqualum.
Contact
Oh, that feels good.
adhesive.
Is that getting better?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That sounds right.
That sounds much better. Oh, this is just irritating. 2 different cements. I'm gonna make a mess of myself. Alright, so I'm going to trim this flush. Sign.
So, Mad Mr. Fox was saying, I searched the pattern on your website and didn't find anything. Where can you find it?
All right, guys. So this is
Friday.
on Friday, because this will be a 2-part video. So on Friday, we will have the digital and the physical pattern available for purchase. We are still working to finalize them because we like to do things last minute here.
Just love to do them last
We
minute.
just love it so much, no matter how much I remind people that things are coming. Just kidding. So yeah, so we are still finalizing all of our packaging and numbers and things. So just on Friday, which will be 4/20. Is Friday 4/20?
No,
Today's 4th.
Oh, today is 4/20. So on the 22nd, we will have this pattern available for you to purchase and or download.
So we changed some stuff up with our download stuff as well. As we do these videos, in the zip file that you get, so the files are now being zipped when you get the downloaded file.
We're zipping them up, guys.
Zipping them up so you'll get your pattern, your instructions, and then an HTML link to the video that we have done on YouTube of it.
Nice.
So you can suffer through this video.
Yeah, or all 2 of them.
So if you've gotten the pattern and you're watching this video, hey.
Welcome to the show.
Alright, so then we're going to glue this down centered on this strip and fold the edges right on over to the top.
And you didn't punch any holes yet on your liner because you're going to punch those through once you get it all done.
Correct.
Good call.
Good narrating.
Thanks.
My hands are so
And
sticky
Tim
now.
said, nice trick there with the French skiver.
Yeah.
Yep.
Explain why you did that?
So since I'm going to be wrapping this, and it's basically this handle is going to be 2 different thicknesses now. We've got a thicker portion in the middle where your hand's going to grab, and then thinner out towards the edges where we're going to have to rivet through. I went ahead and used that French skiver to bevel those edges down, so you'll have a little bit smoother transition whenever you do that rolled edge instead of just a hard drop.
The more you know.
Yeah, those French skivers are super handy for doing little skiving projects. I will say it looks like that glue worked pretty good for you.
Yeah, no, this stuff is
Oh, damn.
extremely sticky compared to that. Probably should have stuck with this to begin with.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still live.
It's 420, guys. She's got an excuse.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody probably heard it as well. She's got a direct line to the microphone.
Is she turning red?
No.
She's got a big smile.
Yeah.
Maybe we need an on-air light for in the room
Oh, yeah.
instead of just outside. We
You
just
mean
need,
the people in front of all the cameras set up and the
Yeah.
studio lights on? and
maybe they
turned on
just need
and
a
off?
reminder a little bit.
Watch your profanity!
Yeah, we'll have a bleep button or something.
How are the carb rides coming along? Well,
Swimmingly.
we have a stack of them here that Denny has tooled up, so we'll get pictures of them and do it. And Dean says that he heard you, Holly.
Sorry.
All right. It's working.
Yay!
Things are sticking together.
So exciting.
I know. I think this has got a lot of glue on it. I'll let that sit for another minute. All right.
John Adam, here's your sign. John Adams asked, can any of the sewing machines do a zigzag stitch?
Nope. Not the ones that we sell.
Not here, John Adams. Not here.
If you draw a zigzag pattern on it and you follow it, that's as much zigzagging as it will do.
Do any of the Adlers that Weaver carries, do they do a zigzag? Have you ever?
You're not asking me that, are you?
I mean, I'm just
Anybody out there?
Anybody out there know? I mean, those Adlers, like, I see them when we go to Denver, Dallas, WISA, whatever you want to call it, and they are crazy machines, but they're also, like 10 grand to get a machine that's all digitized and all of those shenanigans. They're huge.
Sailrite does the zigzag.
Yeah, but that's still a lightweight canvas machine. Like, it's not a heavy stitcher. So, that one of the really digitized Adlers might do something like a zigzag. I mean, I don't know.
We don't sell them, so
yeah,
we're uneducated. But Liz has heard that they are the cat's meow.
I mean, they're crazy fancy
for zigzag,
but they are crazy expensive. I sat down at that thing when I was in Dallas this year, and it was like twice the size of our class 4, like this portion of it. And it had all this mechanical or digital. It was cool. It was fun.
So this is not going to stick down super easily since I've only got this at about 2 ounces. It's a pretty firm leather. So I'm just going to train it the best I can. We're going to stitch it down, and then we're going to trim the binding.
Clayton's favorite step, trimming binding.
Oh, it's my favorite.
You can use a Greg method.
Oh yeah, you can use a beveler.
Yep, and use beveler or really pointy scissors.
Yeah, Sharpie scissors.
Those scissors that you took back to Clayton would have probably worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can give it a shot.
Well, I don't have those scissors. I guess I can go get the scissors.
I'll try one of the bevelers. I wanted to try that anyway.
You're gonna try it on live TV. See how that goes.
Yeah.
See how that goes.
Might as well if I can't manage to glue 2 pieces together. It can't get much worse than that. Binder clips. Oh, handy. Good man.
Nice backstitch.
Thanks, bud. I caught it.
Sorry, I was late.
Is there much of a delay on this? On your
They all
video?
vary. Twitch is the quickest. YouTube is next, and then Facebook.
Skipped a stitch again. That's weird.
Well, hey, little fear. I feel like we haven't talked at all today.
Welcome to the chat.
He was up there earlier. Razor Blades is in here. Tim, what's your joke for today?
It's about how much sausage pizza Tony can put in his mouth.
Well, we already tried a cupcake, so.
If anybody has a Papa Murphy's, get the cowboy pizza. Add green peppers and onions to it.
All right.
Okay.
Let's try and trim this up a little bit. Got a beveler for me?
I think he used the number 3.
That'll work. I'm just gonna peel this up a little bit.
Oh, front shot. Front shot. Or that's a big hand shot. That's cool.
Great suggestion, Liz.
Thanks.
Yeah, that works pretty nicely. I can't believe I haven't tried that before.
Can you do it different so maybe we can see it?
No. I'm
Okay,
good.
cool.
We're trying to get this way, but your hand is in the way. There we go. There we go.
Ooh,
I really do like those bevels.
I got pretty close.
Yeah, Tim. Things went off the deep end with that. The machine was being noisy and they were asking if the machine oil and the glue got mixed up. And then sausage pizza.
And then.
You know, sometimes machines make noise. It's okay.
Oh, looks like we've got a 420 joke.
There we go.
How do you get a one-armed stoner out of a tree?
I feel like I should know that, I guess.
Wave to him.
That's pretty good. All right. So let's trim our edges flush here.
All right. Does that attach now or later?
That will attach later. It will actually go through our liner.
Okay.
We've got that built. Let's see. This glue should be as sticky as it's going to get.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Michael Seeger didn't know that. Michael Seeger was close to the answer. He said just tell him to clap.
Just tell them to clap. Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
Max, it's a class 3 Cobra machine is what
It's
we're
like
using.
wax. I mean, and it's not from the leather. The leather's not that waxy.
Well, we're gonna see what happens, guys,
Alright, we'll
because
see
this
if
is
we
some
can stick it down.
slick glue.
Yeah, this is not. It's not looking great, but we'll try it. All right, we'll line it up with our marks.
What happened?
That's really zoomed in.
Also, the picture-in-picture has gone to the bottom corner.
Oh yeah, and it's tiny.
Yeah. That's
Anything?
I don't know.
You got some adhesion?
Is our zipper maybe centered enough? Close enough, I would say.
Michael Seeger says he has a hard time swimming in a straight line. If you don't know, Clayton, I don't know if you've been in here since Michael's been with us.
I don't know that I have. I think
Michael is a hand stitcher, and he also only has one arm.
yeah, I think I've been in contact with Michael here recently. He
He
shot me an
calls in
email,
chats. Yeah.
or maybe he called.
Great guy. The picture got stuck to the glue.
Let's really oil this thing.
You hate us so much.
Sorry.
Man.
It must be done. Do we have any machine oil? No, we don't. Of course we don't have any over here.
I got a different roller,
I have some walrus leather oil. You want to give that a shot?
It might work.
which also has 0 walrus in it.
Yeah, this is not happy. This is not happy.
Oh, hey, that's...
The,
This side seems all right.
yeah, that seems to be sticking okay. What can we do here, Liz? How do we fix this?
Renia?
Just try winning it right over the top of it. I feel like we're gonna have to get this off somehow. Got an eraser over here.
Yeah.
Well, while you guys fix your glue situation, Razor Blade asks,
This stuff is like, it's like someone put Vaseline in it or something. Like it's not even sticking to the eraser. This is,
what do you call a
bad.
bling buck?
A bling buck?
No, blind.
Oh, okay, a blind buck. What do you call a blind buck?
this is not working.
Clayton?
A blind buck?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have no idea.
It's a.
Very good.
I didn't answer.
Yeah, no idea.
Oh yeah.
That was.
I have no idea.
Jeez Louise. Sorry, let me say it slower so Holly can hear it.
Yeah, this is strange, y'all. I think we were sabotaged today.
Yeah, something went wrong.
Anderson,
We just
Ryan,
have to edit this part out.
that's not how this works.
That's how it is live.
You guys get to experience our glue trauma.
Once you get to that, Clayton, can you go over the zipper part and what part you sewed first? You sew the top zipper and then the side shut?
Sure, Tony. Give me just a second.
We're in the middle of a non-sticky situation.
Situation that should be sticky is not.
All right.
This is bad.
Brenda says, so what kind of glue are you guys using?
I don't want to talk about it.
We don't talk about Van Grip.
Maybe too much thinner?
Yeah, or the wrong thinner maybe. I don't know if he did thin it, what he would have thinned it with.
This might.
Or I mean, like I said, we've had occasions where we get a bad batch of adhesive from the manufacturer.
We're gonna look into this, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some
We
investigation.
will let you know on Friday what went wrong. But how about that Renia?
That worked real good.
Stuff works pretty well.
I don't understand that.
It's just smearing. It's just smearing.
Well, we're trying to erase glue. It's a glue eraser. It usually works really well whenever the glue
Is glue.
is acting normal.
Okay, all right, fine. It's me, okay?
Yeah, my phone is literally never on. I hate it when my phone makes noise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tony and I had this conversation.
I hate it when my phone makes noise.
Yeah,
Is that what
I
you just said?
Yeah.
My phone's always on vibrate. Always.
That's how the cool kids like it.
Right?
Here, Clayton.
No, I'm old.
It's like you gotta get it pulled off and then you can.
Ball it up. So,
Sorry guys. To all of you that are post watching this.
yeah, I mean, seriously, you should probably just cut this part out when we're not live.
I don't think YouTube lets me trim.
What?
There was an emergency.
I can cut the beginnings and the end, but I can't cut out middles.
I mean, you don't know how to edit a video. We'll just repost it as a different video entirely.
Download it and then re-upload it?
Yeah. That can be Justin's first job as our video editor. All right. Well, that's better.
Yeah.
Sounds cool, man. Baby powder?
Yeah, and we could baby powder it.
Until we start to try to glue something else down.
Right, but then we're gonna have to re-glue it. I don't want a bunch of.
Oh, okay. Got a little glue on my.
Send it to the sander.
Change your sanding belt when you're done.
God, feel that piece.
Sounds like their problem.
What is wrong here?
Okay, I'll do. You start gluing. I'll keep going here.
We're gonna recut that piece if we need to. Okay, let's see if this Renia will work for us now.
Where's the silicone brush?
Thank you, ma'am.
So for our next trick, we're actually going to glue leather.
So embarrassing.
You know
That
what,
little
guys?
spot right there was for educational purposes.
Yeah.
We did it on purpose.
Sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
That's why you guys watch this, right?
This is why I've always been against this live format.
Andy said that it's a user error.
Oh, okay. Come in here, Andy.
Show your face.
So is there going to be a part 3 now? Nope, part 1 is going to be long.
Oh, Paula said 1 step forward, 3 steps. You get it.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go find a different piece of leather because this is not good.
I'm sure Andy will bring us a new piece of leather.
Yeah, I don't think I should have been worried about glue on the table.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have stuck. Well, I wouldn't have been able to get it off though either.
No, it's literally just smearing around. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what went wrong. Something went wrong.
They did say it's a lot less painful when they learn from someone else's mistakes.
Yeah, yeah. You know, get a fresh batch of glue, maybe test it out before you spread it over a giant project.
Live.
Live, yeah. And in this scenario, you're doing a live video. Definitely test it out.
Still going to get a new back panel?
Figuring that one out. Yeah.
You gotta put your racing stripes back in it.
Oh, no, she's going to get a new back panel liner that houses the magnets. Just that one
Oh, I
small
got you.
piece.
Yeah. The top 3.5 inches that you left.
Mm-hmm. And then with this Renia, I want it nice and thin.
All right, we've got another piece being cut and bed split. They will bring it shortly.
Okay. I am making a mess.
Andy said it was your fault.
Sure did. Me and Andy will talk about this later. Okay.
The Renia seem to be doing okay.
I think so.
Oh, cool. Oh, should we?
Might have to do something with that.
Son of a gun. Well, hey, Loons. Come on in.
Hi, Luna.
Come in. Good girl. What are you doing?
Sneezing.
Get her. Also, we got Luna in the house, so that's, an improvement on things. Maybe she can help us with this
my shirt.
glue situation.
Told you. I make a mess with this stuff for some reason. I guess it's just because it's thinner.
Max says sorry he couldn't stick around.
Come on, Max. You don't want to watch us stumble through this? What is happening?
I don't know.
Clayton does not know.
I'm not happy about this.
Yeah, of all the things to go wrong, this is the first glue mishap we've had. So that's fun.
Yeah,
All right,
it's something.
put some.
Well, we can move on to some other components, I guess. We can start working on the front panel.
Okay.
And
Here,
we'll
let me
just set
put some pretty on here.
that aside for now. Okay, so let's start assembling the front pocket panel. So the front pocket panel actually houses the other two magnets. So we're doing a magnetic closure on this bag. I guess I haven't talked about that yet. And we're using some neodymium rare earth magnets that we actually don't sell these, not the 1-inch squares.
The little round ones.
We sell the small round ones, but I bought some 1-inch square neodymium magnets, which are pretty strong.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep, no worries.
So we're actually housing 2 of them on the front pocket panel, and then 2 of them in the flat, where Liz is gluing right now.
Are they 1 inch by 1 inch by 1/8 or quarter?
1/8 inch.
Quarter would be a super thick magnet.
Yeah, super
They hold
strong.
on,
These,
I'm telling
these are really strong. You got to be careful handling these because they will pinch the crap out of you.
They'll break if you let them smack together.
Yeah, they'll
They'll
shatter.
snap in half.
I've had pretty good luck. If you house them in leather, they won't break. They'll stay together. Thin,
You know what?
thin.
It's cool. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
You know, I really expected this to be a pretty smooth video.
Yeah, guess again.
Yeah, I know. You,
How often do you use
Just see
Rhenia,
that.
Liz?
What?
How often do you use Rhenia?
Sometimes when I'm in here.
sometimes last time she did it on video, maybe?
Yeah, probably. Like probably when we put some rocks in something, I used it.
Oh.
One of these days I'll buy some for home, but
I need to get a strap cutter for home too.
Yeah, that was I made a dog collar for Luna the other night, and I don't own a strap cutter somehow. So I was like hand cutting my
Strap.
5/8 inch strip, which was a little painful, but I got it done. It was okay. Now she has a little green collar that matches my green hermit oak belt that I made for me and Tony. Not that you can see it because she's pretty hairy, but it's there.
Michael, Rhenia the 315 can be used on oil tan leather. I use it for oil tan leather. I glue oil tan to Kydex.
This stuff will bond with most anything. Yeah, and I'm just not, I don't use it as much as the Van Grip. It's a much thinner viscosity, so I tend to make a mess with it for some reason.
So I know why we got started using the Van Grip. Is there any reason that we just don't use barge?
Well, because when we buy barge, we buy it in gallons or in quarts. And it's like packaged, but that's not the way that we use our glue in the shop. Like we use glue bottles or we use the TS Boy. And so the Van Grip we buy in bulk, where we can't get the Masters or the barge in like 5-gallon bulk containers. So it's cheaper for us to buy in bulk, and then we pour it into the containers that we use. So that's probably why we just continue to use it. Okay, look, now you won't have your little spots.
Good answer, good
That's
answer.
right.
Look at that, worked out.
All right, we've got 2 of our magnets here. I'm actually going to spread just a little bit of this Rhenia on the magnet. Just for a little insurance. I want to make sure that these stay stuck down.
We got 2 Australians in here.
Ooh.
Can you guys explain the liner?
Oh, we were going to talk about the zipper thing, but then I don't think we did.
Okay, so these are repelling. So then I'm going to want to face these down like that, correct?
That is not a question for
Same
me right now.
polarity. So these, yeah, similar polarity. I guess it doesn't matter if they're just both
Are you
going
sticking
up
it from
top.
metal? Or what's the other part going? Just another magnet?
4 magnets. Yeah,
4 magnets.
yeah, magnet to magnet.
You probably wouldn't need 4.
No, but it makes it a nice snap when it closes.
So when you did the zipper, did you talk about that?
No, I haven't talked about that yet. And it's all glued down, so I can't quite show you what I did. But essentially, you know, you cut your slot for the zipper. I guess I should move it where you guys can see it. You'll cut your slot for the zipper and, you know, lay your zipper tape in. I use some 1/2-inch basting tape to get it stuck down. And then what I'll do is I'll cut one long rectangle of, I guess it's going this way, one long rectangle of fail cloth is what I use in this case. And I'll stick it down along this bottom edge with the main body coming up opposite the side I want the pocket on. And so then I'll just stitch this bottom rolled edge right here, just across the bottom. And then I'll take that fail cloth and fold it downwards so you have a rolled edge on this interior lip right here. Just a nice rolled edge right there. And then at that point, I'll double the cloth over to kind of form a loop to make the pocket and stick it back down up above this top edge. And I'll come back and I'll stitch this side, the top, and this side just to there. And at that point, you've got a closed zipper opening. You've sewn in your zipper, and you've sewn in the pocket around the zipper, and then all you have to do is sew up the edges of the pocket. So then I'll double this over, I'll have my pocket sticking out, and I'll just sew right up each side of the pocket. Does that make sense?
Hopefully that explains it.
Hopefully that explains it. You can kind of visualize what I'm talking about. All right. So that would be opposite polarity.
So those just need to be going the same way, right?
They don't have to be, but I'm going to prefer them going the same way. So that needs to go down. Since these aren't going to be sticking together, it doesn't matter, but it'll help me stay consistent, I think. If I keep the polarity the same on the top and then the same on the bottom. And stay put.
That's nice and sticky.
It is. Yeah, that's a good sign.
Something's going right. We'll put this away. It's useless.
All right, so then we're going to take our top flap with the magnets here and we're going to stick it down. Oh, and I will need a little bit of adhesive on our liner. Make sure it all stays down.
Tim says he has a bad feeling about the magnets.
It's a really nice headshot. Look at that right now.
Thank you.
Headshot. Boom.
Tim's got a bad feeling about the magnets.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. Thanks for the confidence that you
That's okay.
gave us right now.
When I do mine, I have the same
I don't
thing.
have great feelings about Tim anymore either.
I'm just sitting there making sure that I have them all go the same way.
I know, that's one thing you want to get right, okay? You don't want to have to peel these things up.
Could you stick your other magnet to the outside to make sure that it's correct?
Yes, and we will.
Okay.
We'll double check again.
After we stick it down.
Well, and really, it's fine if...
Even if those aren't going the other way, as long as the ones that they're matching up with are the right way. Everything will come together, hopefully.
Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome. I have confidence.
These aren't the important ones. The next ones are.
Exactly.
Yeah, these can really be whatever way. As long as you make the other ones match whatever you did here. You'll never know.
And so this liner piece I'm gluing down is about 2 to 3 ounce.
Look how cool that looks around the magnet.
Yeah.
It's got a great pull up. Look at that.
Look at it.
Would you look at it? Hi, Loons. What are you doing?
This is running a 315 is what we're using now. Oh.
That's Loon's butt.
The squeaky roller.
She's wiggling.
Is that the other roller I gave you?
Yep. Much quieter.
Hi.
Yeah, hopefully this is the sticky kind of glue.
Oh, it better be. I'm definitely relying on it to be nice and sticky.
Those Germans know about glue.
I do.
I'm sure it's got all the best horse bits in it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go go around and trim this up.
Hello. What are you doing?
Do we sell this?
We sure do.
How much you want? How much of this glue you want? You gonna try an 8-ounce bottle? Uh-oh. Little Fear is upset that one magnet's not completely straight.
We don't need to talk about that.
His OCD has overwhelmed him today. Do we sell the rollers? We sell all the things. I don't know if we sell the rollers or not.
We sure do.
Liz says yes.
Now, whether or not they're in stock, I couldn't tell you, but we do sell them.
Do we sell the big one or just the little one? Oh, there's the big one. Never mind. Thanks for asking.
It's always good to overcut your liner so that you can trim everything up to your back panel. Everything is nice and flush. Look at that.
Now what now? Do we get one crooked here?
They look pretty good.
Oh, it's not too bad. I don't know what he's talking about.
You're crazy.
Turn your head a little bit more, and you'll be able to see it.
Exactly. Nice and straight.
Yeah, see?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Perfect.
Alright, so we have our back panel
Back better.
pretty well assembled. Oh, we can stick our handle on real quick. So
Okay.
we're going to grab cutting board right down there. And then that'll work. And then I guess I didn't grab a punch, did I? That's one of the things I forgot.
We do have those ones.
You don't sell one
Will not.
bronze. Bronze.
There we go.
Bronze?
No, I don't believe we have any bronze hardware.
I don't think we have any bronze at all. We sell zebra. We got bronze.
You know what? I'm gonna need that for a handle as well, since we lined it. I got those punched through.
We got bronze kits. You guys can wrap that around your buckle. Oh, some of those styled sets of buckles are bronze. They look more round.
All right.
That means
Hey, Wayne.
We probably need this guy, don't we?
we will.
Finger in the glue.
They were impressed with your liner cutting freehand, Clayton.
Oh yeah. Thanks, guys. I needed a win.
It's been a tough one here
It's
this
been
morning.
a pretty tough one.
It helps out when that back is pretty thick. You can just rest your blade up against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And really, whenever I'm freehand cutting like that up against a piece of leather, you know, using it as a guide, what I'll do is I'll actually have quite a bit of blade exposed, and I'll cut it at a really shallow angle. And that way I've got more of the blade tracking along my piece of leather. Helps keep it straight, flush, and hopefully you won't cut into your project. All right, so I grabbed some number 12 3/4 inch solid brass rivets and burrs. We're going to go ahead and get this handle attached on there.
So you're putting the rivet on the inside, or the burr on the inside.
Thanks for the follow. Roll up the fun.
Just train this guy a little bit.
Marcus wants to know if those rollers, when they get them, do you have to special order the squeak? Or do they come pre-squeaked?
You have to earn the squeak.
Earn the squeak.
Oh, that's gonna be awkward.
Yeah, here, let's do one side.
Okay, that's probably a good idea. We could really use Greg Carmack's little iron right now.
Right.
Gravity took over, didn't it?
And
The other
then
ones.
We let him go.
on the interior, we'll have this little reinforcement strip.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, that's just going to help keep the rivets from pulling through, or it'll using a real soft liner like this. If you set these rivets too tight, it will compress your liner and it'll actually start to cut through it.
Yeah, and also because of the fabric, since we just punched a hole through the fabric layer of that, it's going to want to fray anyway. So
It's going to keep all those threads.
Yep. Helps keep everything secure.
All right.
And it reinforces your handle.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you got that song stuck in my head, Tony.
What song does that?
That one.
Seems like I'm not the only one that's stuck it in people's head. Nick also has it stuck.
Hey, Lins.
Let's see if I don't break the granite. All right, looking all right.
Any tips on remembering which 9 or 12 rivets, bigger or smaller, or line 20 or 24?
So with rivets, smaller number, larger rivet.
Yeah.
Like wire gauging.
Yeah, like wire gauging.
So the number 12s are the smaller ones, the number 9s are the bigger ones, but then the snaps are the opposite. A 24 is larger than a 20.
Just like you learn to read in school, you're just going to have to
Just gonna remember.
memorize.
Commit it to memory, yeah. No tricks.
There's no tricks.
And I, oddly enough, have the size of a line 20 snap memorized. It's a 1/2 inch cap, but I have no idea what a line 24. Isn't it just like an 1/8 inch bigger?
5/8, yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay. It's not. Yeah. So the line 20 is a 1/2 inch diameter cap, and then the 24 is 5/8. Hello. Yeah, Luna decided that she was gonna roll and poop last week when we were out in the country. So she had this really awesome like mystery braided collar on, and when she decided to roll in whatever poop it was, obviously they go like, neck first into everything, and she just loaded it up with some poop. So she got a new collar that is no longer mystery braided. It's just a straight strap so I can clean it.
Hey, Clayton,
Yeah.
how would you compare Renia and Evertac? Or contrast them?
Compare or contrast them.
Yeah.
Comparing them, they seem to be fairly similar adhesives, and you can get away with using them in a lot of the same applications. Contrast, I've had better luck with Renia sticking it when wet. You can actually stick Renia together while it's still wet. You don't have to wait for it to dry and get tacky. Both of them are really good flexible adhesives, water-based. There might be a little bit less smell with the Renia,
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
a little less odor. That's about all I got.
Yeah. Great job.
All right, so we have our back panel completely assembled. What time is it? How late
It's
are we going?
12:30.
Okay.
Are we gonna call it?
Next week's gonna be so much smoother. We
Friday?
could go maybe another, Friday. Mm-hmm. We could assemble the front panel. Just depends on how long you guys want to go. Okay, let's call it.
All right, we're only at
Everybody's
step 8,
done.
but I think it's gonna be good. We got the back panel done, guys.
Exactly. How many
Right.
steps we got?
We're at step 8, so we're halfway.
We're halfway.
Hey, there's 16.
There's just a lot more here than there was here.
Especially when you mess up the glue.
So-
We've got some investigating to do on that adhesive.
Everybody's eager to hear how Andy messed the glue up.
Yeah.
We will fill
I am
you
too. I'm pretty eager to hear that.
Alrighty, folks. Well, we will be back on Friday with part 2. Hopefully, no glue mishaps there. We'll just continue with Rinia. This bottle has been good old faithful today.
Yep.
So, and then tomorrow, don't forget to tell all of your friends and be here on Facebook at 2 p.m. Central Time to do some live shopping with Tony and I, because we've got another amazing set of leathers for everybody.
Get addicted.
Get addicted. Even if you don't buy anything, you can just hang out for an hour and a half of shenanigans, because it's a good time. Alrighty, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you later.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.